hear me loud and clear? Sound test, okay? Yes, good evening, okay? Just went to Malaysia yesterday, yes. Good evening, yes. So, all can hear me loud and clear? Yeah, sound test, is the video quality good also? If you can, at least, some of you give a like so that I know. Yes, thank you. Okay. Yes. I don't see anybody reacting, so I don't know whether the sound quality is good. Anybody say hello to me so that I know. Oh, okay, Obelu, good to see you. Okay, yes, good to see you. Okay, good. Okay, very good. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, sound quality is good. All right, good. Okay, cool. Annie, good to see you. Gary, good to see you too. Fountain, good to see you. Yes. Wow, Suchi, good to see you. Rest, good to see you. Kenny, good to see you too. Okay, Rest. How much also? Later I share with you. Yeah, later I share with you. Shailene, good to see you also. Okay. Hi. Okay. Congrats. No, I haven't buy it. Just give an offer. Yes, Polo. Okay, Polo. Everybody give a like, please. There's only 20 of you that give a like. Oh my goodness. Okay, Derek, good to see you. Joy, good to see you. Sound is okay. All right, good. Okay. Cool. Okay. Wait, let me get ready my slides. My materials are there, but I think today is it's a more entertainment to share my experience. Must be tired in and out of JB, but I can go to KL again on Monday, and I haven't booked my flight. Yes, Amy, good to see you too. Like ready. Okay, thank you. More people like very difficult to get you all to like. Yeah, I need you all to like. Yes, if not video the video can't be reached. Okay, cool. Before I'm trying to get my slides out. Okay, cool. Are you guys ready? Okay, so before I start on my JV property hunt, the first thing I want to share everybody is that today on the Telegram channel, someone got emotional about the stock market and property. Okay, say that basically, Mr. Lu, you say that inflation is going to go down. It didn't. Stock market went up by a little bit only, or property market went up so much, that kind of thing. Yeah. So I think, I think first and foremost, I want to share with everybody is that, okay, when you make investments, you don't look at short run performance. Okay, you don't look at month to month, day to day, and things like that, right? I always say that S&P 500 is a very long commitment, 10, 20, 30-year commitment, right? And to be frank, the recovery from where we were about 3,500, 3,600 points to where we are 4,000 points. I don't know what's the number today. Whether we are near to 4,000 points, it's already quite a recovery, right? There will be bumps along the way from the recovery, but that's life, okay? Yes. And the other thing I want to say about the property market is that some people say that I'm against property investment. I'm not. I've said it many times before that I'm not against property investment. I'm against over leveraging on property investment. I'm against over investing in property investment. I said many times that investments must be property investment must be part of your portfolio of your asset, right? So that you are well diversified, right? So I think that's very important in terms of your investment. Now that said, let's go to a topic for today, which is on JB property. JB property, I seriously think that you should think of JB property as an investment. Later I'll share with you, okay? But I thought it's quite an interesting topic today, okay? Yes. You mentioned you're running a big house. Are you happy with your HDB flat? Is there a change now? I do not need a big house. When you say big house, how big? Now, if my house is too small, then I have a problem. My house now is big enough for my stay. I don't think it's a small house by Singapore standard. I'm staying in a masonette right now. A masonette is quite big, right? Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with my HDB house right now. Yes. Okay, so it's actually quite big. So it's actually quite big enough. Okay, so yes. Okay, so anyway, let's talk about JB house. Okay, So the title today is I made an offer for a JB house. Okay, I didn't say I bought yet. I made an offer, and I'll talk about the story later as it builds up. Eventually, near the end, I'll tell you the full story. Good evening. Okay, yes, family, good to see you. I got new insights. This time around, I'm laser focused on my trip. I'm still cutting the video. The video is now, the total footage is 1 hour 30 minutes. Try editing that, is a nightmare. Okay, this one now I cannot go everywhere live and show you guys, right? So I have to record down. Emily was helping me, Dragon Tan was helping me, recording down every single bit of the journey we went, as much as possible. Sometimes the owner doesn't allow us to shoot the video, so we have to shoot from outside, or sometimes sneak a little bit, shoot the video and that kind of thing. Please give it a like, thank you. And so on. So it's quite interesting journey. I went deep dive into a JB, deep dive into two development essentially. So I know what I want, right? A lot of people wrote to me and say that you should look at Horizon Hill, you should look at Sinimbong Cove, you should look at what Datuk own, and you should look at this and that, a lot. Okay, but I'm very laser focused on what I'm looking at. Okay, why do you need to sell a HDB to buy a Malaysian property? You don't need to. Okay. Someone said my prediction is if Singapore is voted, the present government is voted in again, many will have to start exploring living in JB. How much do you think a BTO flat will cost in 10 to 15 years? We'll talk about that, about that, okay? We'll talk about that, okay? So this is my 283 talk. Thanks to Angela, who has helped me computed my total number of talks, yeah. Okay, so this time around, I've deep dive into two development. One is called Austin Heights, the other is called Eco World. Eco World is very hot right now, okay? I'll show you some pictures, and Austin Heights is about almost a 15-20 year development already, okay? So think of it, the Austin Heights is atas. Think of it like maybe like a 6th Avenue kind of environment. Think of Eco World like a new hot and hippie kind of environment, okay? Later I'll show you some pictures, okay? So this is, if you can see, this is Ang Mo Chu, really west. It's like a European style house. This style of house reminds me more of Germany. I spend most of my time in Europe, right? When they say Europe, each country has its own flavor. This is closer to Germany kind of a flavor. Germany, the roofs are a lot sharper, okay? So it's pretty beautiful. This time around, I've seen, I don't know, 5, 6 houses inside, walk around, everything. Yeah, Eco is up and coming estate. I'll talk about it now. I've seen them already, okay? So I pull out some pictures from the internet, okay? I got videos of all of them, but to splice them and to stitch them together take me a damn long time. Just like I do until I fell asleep. Yeah, okay, anyway. This is called a Link Terrace. It's very small, about $1 million ringgit. $1 million ringgit, I think you can get it already. It's smaller, but to be frank, it's enough for me, okay? But these are called a Link Terrace. What I don't like about the Link Terrace is that there is almost no separation with your neighbor on the front porch, okay? So imagine you put flower pots here and then, a lot of like where you draw the line of difference, okay? Now, I'm just showing to you what's available out there. I'm sharing my experience. This could be a holiday home, Now, some of you say, "Wow, Mr. Lu, you're so rich." All this, when you reach my age and maybe later when you get a CPF out, you might want to consider this option because they're all very cheap. Imagine this is 1 million ringgit now. 1 million ringgit is 300,000 Sing, okay? Some of your 300,000 Sing is not even enough to buy the bath, the toilet of your bath, the toilet of your house. Yeah, so I'm just telling you how beautiful, and this is the hottest estate right now. Hottest. Everybody is talking about it in Malaysia. A hell of Singaporeans are buying here. A lot of houses that we are seeing in other estates are moving to Eco Spring. So this is the hottest estate right now. So these are the new ones. These are the bigger ones. These are the semi-Ds. The semi-Ds are big, huge, and spacious. And it's almost like a German house, that very beautiful. This one has gate and a wall and separation. Okay. Some of them are linked behind with another bungalow as well. Some they call them link semi D or what kind, but doesn't matter, or cluster houses. But it's really very big and huge and very atas. Okay, very atas looking. The whole estate is humongous. I don't know how many acres. It's like wow, and a few hundred of these houses, rows and rows and rows, cottage houses. Ah, yes, cottage houses. Yes, I'm trying to think of the right word. Cottage houses, very beautiful and nice. Okay, I'm now doing live streaming. Doing live streaming selling houses. I'm not now. Okay, I'll talk about the good and bad of all this. This is a lot better. I was mildly tempted by it. Dragon Tan was totally sold already at some point in time. He liked new houses, new development, that kind of thing. Okay, yeah. But you notice something about these houses? They all look about the same, right? Okay. Anyway, so this is another type of the semi D's, also very nice with separation. Okay. This one I can't remember. I think it was a 1.4 million ringgit. You can get one. Okay. A lot of these houses has already been around for 4 or 5 years already. They are not new. If you go into Malaysia and take a look at this development, you can actually see houses. They're around there for 4 or 5 years, already built up already. Okay, and I'll talk about them in a short while. Please give a like, ladies and gentlemen. This is another development. This is a lot cheaper. Equal, also very big and spacious, but a lot cheaper. 1.1 million, something like that. The house, I went to see, the house looked like some kind of a church, more like a church, and look a bit gloomy. The windows are a lot smaller, so you go inside a bit darker. I don't quite like it, but you want space, you want garden, they all have it. Okay, yes. So the later we talk about that. Okay, so this one I completely write off. I was inside for 10 minutes and I walk off already. Okay, yes, I will show you some videos later. You may not know, but in Eco Bo Sui lah, exactly, right? Okay. Neat and well maintained estate. Because just in case any one of you have bought Eco or Eco Spring, the good and bad when I talk about it, don't get offended now when I talk about the bad now. Okay. So there's an Eco Spring and there's Eco Summer. Okay. And Eco Summer, okay, is estate side by side lah. So it is one huge compound and they break up into Eco Spring, Eco Summer. Take a look at the Eco Summer is something like this. Okay, something like this. It's more terraces kind of feeling. I've seen the corner ones. The corner terraces are a bit nicer. And later I'll talk to you about it. Okay, the corner terraces are a lot nicer. I've seen some of them. This is another one. You see the terraces, and then the corner terraces. You have got a nice big garden, and you can see. Okay. All these were 1.3, $1.4 million. Sometimes a bit more, but for the bigger one, but cheap, yeah, cheap by Singapore standard. Okay, I can tell you with a 3-room flat, you sell your 3-room flat, you can buy one of those terraces, and potentially still got leftover. I'm just saying that big huge houses are phenomenally widely available. Okay. This another eco. These look like chalet, right? Some of the Indonesian Club Med chalet looks like that. Okay, so very nice chalet looking houses and things like that. You notice something about them? Totally uniform looking, right? And they will maintain this facade. I don't quite like this, but my wife said very nice one. Why not, right? Then I don't need to king. Sometimes when you have different houses, you like to outdo your neighbor. So you like to build nicer house, there's some kind of competition and uniqueness and things like that. So she said, everybody's similar, there's nothing to compare. Yeah. So I think this is a communism kind of a thinking. Communism has communism flaw. Okay. I see where she's coming from. I don't quite buy the argument. Okay. And there's a big reason why. Okay. So this is my buy. Cheap. Wow, if I'm now doing a live, go down there. Doing a live selling, I'll just tell you, wow, cheap, buy. Yeah, these are cookie cutter house. Exactly, that's the right word to use. Cookie cutter house. So I give you a few observations. I've got a list of observations that I'm gonna share with you. Okay, I visit Eco Spring last month. Security is very good. The security are super duper tight. Okay, the street lighting outside the house, I don't know. I visited in a day. But it's one big gigantic apartment. I think security is not an issue there. Okay. Yes. Good evening, Michael. So Eco Spring, okay, Eco Spring, Eco World is one of the most popular gated and guarded development in JB. Incredibly, nice. I stayed in Eco Botanic 2 years. Oh, is it nice? Okay, Eco Botanic is near the Causeway, right? Yeah, you only live once. Okay, it's more when you go for a night walk, see how. Oh, okay, that's really okay. Anyway, let me tell you my observation. Okay, let me tell you my observation there. Okay, so the good thing is that it's new, it's beautiful, it's really beautiful. Dragon Tan is totally sold on this concept. Okay, I was there with him. Um, my wife and I wasn't that sold. Okay, and this is our opinion. And for those people who have houses there, it's not a criticism of a house. But after 4 to 5 years, okay, so Eco Summer is not a new development, as in just TOP, a few months ago or 1 year ago. There are parts of it have already TOP for 4 to 5 years already, okay? 4 to 5 years. Um, it's still quite sparsely populated. Eco Summer is super sparsely populated. A lot of empty houses. I would say half of them are not populated, and those are populated. A fraction of them are being rented out. Rented property is terrible in terms of maintenance. Terrible. So what is surprising is that I actually got to visit a lot of houses that are totally empty after 4 to 5 years. Okay, even the lights and wiring are not done yet. Just totally empty, right? Totally empty. The grass is like so very freaking long, okay, in the garden and things like that. A lot of investment houses, like there's a lot of Singaporean, there's a lot of Malaysian, especially the Chinese, I think, love to buy houses because we think that property is the only way to go, right? Okay, this is a very interesting concept of investment. You look at the Chinese. I was told that in China right now, for every two Chinese citizens, there's one building. One building now. Okay, so there's so much building and real estate right now. There is for every two citizen, there's one building right now. So that's so much, right? So in Eco Spring, Eco World is humongous, a humongous amount of houses, humongous. They're either rented out or empty. I was told that in this, I'm not looking in those areas. A lot of people tell me to go Horizon Hills and Ebon Cove and all these places. They are just told as sparse rated. Do you know how? Yeah, the sparsely populated problem is quite serious. It's quite serious. Okay, I mean, there's another problem with Eco Spring is better, about 70% populated, which is not bad. Okay, but it's still it's you don't see a hell lot of people and activity and things like that. The best part is that tons of development that are coming out. Okay, and I was invited by I didn't realize that Eco World is actually my client. Eco World is actually my client. Actually, in my digital agency in Access Digital. So my staff told me that, hey boss, chairman, that Eco World is Jennifer, who is you, is actually our client. I said, oh, I don't know, so I cannot say too much bad thing, right? Okay, but Eco Spring, Eco World, has so much development coming out, that a lot of people buy to invest. The rental there, is really not too exciting, and that's the same throughout the whole of Malaysia. Okay, I think Malaysian likes to buy property for investment. Okay, and you can see that throughout the whole development. A lot of them are trying to rent it out. A lot of them are empty. A lot of them, the degree of emptiness is ridiculous also. Right, the grass are growing so tall. It's just you can see empty, and these are not new. These are 4 5 year houses already. Imagine you buy a house for 4 5 years. 4 5 years don't move inside. There are such houses in Singapore, BTO. Now the government will go after them. Fortunately, it's not to the extent as like desolated and haunted, that kind of thing. But you want to buy, if you want to buy nice houses, stay in a place, you want a lot of people there more bustling with life, right? Now, some people who love quietness, right? There's a beautiful place, you can sit there. But let me tell you, Eco Spring, Eco World, you cannot travel outside anywhere without a car because it's so damn big. It's big. It's for just to get out of your estate to the main gate could be easily 1 kilometer or 1.5 kilometers there. And from the main gate to the nearest shopping, food place or whatever, maybe another half a kilometer or something like that. It's very, very far, very big. But it's so hot right now that it's all sold out, which is true. That's the thing, is it? New things are, novel, right? A lot of people want to buy, right? Maintenance is becoming an issue. I can see that already, right? So when you first build, the playground looks nice, the pond look nice, the roads look nice and things like that, and it's still quite nice, okay? Compared to other development, Eco Spring, Eco World is really good already. But you can see that wear and tear is coming out already, okay? And I hope that they won't be like that, but wear and tear is visible in a lot of places already, okay? And then got something to do with strata title and standalone title, okay, which I want to talk about it later. So after seeing about many houses there and things like, my wife and I came to a conclusion, no, not for us. Maybe it is for someone else, not for us. Okay, we don't particularly. We have seen too much of European houses. Okay, in our Europe trips, stay in quite a few of them. So European houses don't excite me. Okay, and you know what? We like some concentration of people. We like more bustling with life and things like that, right? So I've decided that no, let's just move to our place, okay? So I go back to my first love, which is Austin Heights, okay? Austin Heights, I'll show you some pictures of Austin Heights, okay? Austin Heights is actually pretty nice. Let me show you photos of some houses that I pull out from internet, okay? Austin Heights is quite old already, 15, 17 years, I think, if I'm wrong, okay? So each of them has standalone title, okay? So it's pretty nice. I can show you. Some of the houses looks like this, okay? I just want to show you, okay? And this one is quite nice, the garden, big, huge garden and things like that, and so on, right? So, and I'll try to show you some videos when it is coming out. The price tag is higher than Eco Spring, Eco Spring, Eco World, okay? And it's super populated, like super populated. Occupancy is like 95%, okay? So it's a lot popular, lots of life and things like that. It's a mature estate. Think about it, like compare like a mature estate versus a non-mature estate, okay? Maybe that's not a fair comparison. And yes, and it's near amenities like IKEA, Jasco, Tebrau City, and all this, right? But to be fair, Eco Spring, Eco World is not that far away. They're actually just like 8 minutes or 10 minutes apart from each other only. So it's not, the two estates are very near each other. So that's why I like that whole area. So let me tell you something unique about this, okay? I can see the difference really, right? The big difference is here. I think this difference may not be that serious in Singapore, but in Malaysia, a huge difference. Strata title development versus a non-strata title development make a huge difference in the long run. Strata title means that it's like commonly owned title deed. Okay, you don't really own your house outside. You cannot make changes without the developer's approval. So strata title, development is like Eco Spring, Eco World. Because it's strata title, the owners have no incentive to take care of the outside of the house. So you can see very clearly, the outside, the lawnway or whatever start cracking and things like that. Nobody cares. Yeah. Whereby in Austin Heights, it is individual title. Everybody took care of their own houses, or most of them took care of their own houses, because it's you and nobody will take care for you. So this is between communism and capitalism. Communism, right? Everything is commonly owned. Okay, so nobody will take care of it. But when it's individual title, you have to take care of your own house. So strata title make a world of difference, right? So Eco Spring is strata title. Then I realized, okay, I know what I want. Okay, I know I want. So I I really I actually found, I would say, two units I really like. Okay, it's on high ground, no chance of flooding. Yeah, no chance of flooding and things like that. And the estate is very nice and things like that. So I made an offer. Someone offered, the house owner wanted to sell 1.45. I gave her 1.45 million ringgit. Okay, I offered 1.2. Okay, at this juncture, the owner asked me to go fly kite. Okay, so my argument is this, right? If my argument is this, that at 1.45, you were looking at the condition of the house. So I really need to throw in, I don't know, 500,000 ringgit to do up the house all over again. It's like really run down. So the total cost would have come out to be, come out to be a lot. So if I buy a 1.4 million, which is what they want, okay, and I add another 500,000 is 1.9 million. 1.9 million, might as well go buy a much bigger house that's already renovated. Yeah. So that's what someone said this, and I think it's true. Okay, luckily I got property expert. Okay, oh, you also bought one in near Austin. Yeah, like you can exchange notes. Okay, yes, non-strata title is the way to go. We talk about the learnings. Okay, so what I learned is that that houses is in investment. Okay, so in investment, and I think this is true for houses, for property, for stocks, and so on. You can quote me for this one. Okay, money, an investment is money is made, or profits are made when you buy, not when you sell. Okay, profits are made when you buy, not when you sell. Maybe I got it wrong. Profits are determined, okay, or profits are assured, not when you sell, it's when you buy. So if you buy something that is that is expensive, you wouldn't get profit at all. Now, I'm not trying to profit out of this, but I don't like the idea that my value of this house just zoom go down, like a HDB flat over time, right? But fortunately, they're all freehold. But I checked with my relative who stayed there. Those houses, like this house, was probably going for 500,000 about 17 years ago. 500,000. So now they are trying to sell for 2 to 3 times the price. Okay, so it's 500,000. So it has went up by 3 times. 3 times is very decent. But when they bought the house, then they probably pour another close to $500,000, maybe $400,000 to renovate. Let's say 100,000. Okay, sorry, close to 900,000. So they're now trying to sell for 1.4, 1.5 million, 1.3 million, whatever the number is. So they make some. So actually, you don't really make that much. And the best part is when you actually factor in the depreciation of Sing dollar, which I'll talk about. There's nothing to talk about. So I just say this, that I think Malaysia is a wonderful place to retire. I'm further affirm it by all the wonderful food we went to eat. Right? We went to try the Yao Wen Long Pao Fan. The Pao Fan is very nice. There's a Mediacorp star who set up a restaurant there. It's very, very nice. Please give a like, ladies and gentlemen. Tong, tong, tong. And the restaurant is good. We had wonderful taping. I drank so much taping that I got lactose intolerant. And night after, I can't sleep. That's why today I be gong gong, that kind of thing, right? So food is just incredibly nice, and it was fun. Shopping was fun and things like that. They say there was a lot of traffic jam there, which is true. And so on, right? And there's a golf course nearby. I don't golf, but I think that those places are nice for walking and things like that. So, but you know what? Okay, why they are low ball? You like it so much, no difference, right? So I just tell you this, okay, just tell you this. This is my observation. There is really a lot of land and houses choices in Singapore, in Malaysia. Really a lot. A lot of land, a lot of house choices. Bien kia, sure can find one. There's just so many choices. Flowing out of your nose and ears, just everywhere you can see it, just non-stop. So many property available, And the best part is the value. You don't worry like, FOMO and chase. This is not Singapore, all right? Okay, this is not Singapore. In fact, Singapore, I also don't encourage anyone to FOMO, okay? Someone asked me, do I feel safe? It's even safer than Europe, man. Yes, okay. Actually, this price asking has been around for 6 years, hasn't really dropped. It's just a Sing dollar strengthened. Yeah. Do you need to apply for visa in order to stay in Malaysia? Every 30-day chop passport is fine to live there forever. If you are staying there, as in living there for a long period of time, then you better get a visa. Okay. For non-strata houses as foreigners, do we get to pass down to our kids? I'm sure we do, okay, but don't quote me, I'm not a lawyer in Malaysia. The causeway passing now is going to improve. Malaysia is going to increase 25 lanes at custom. Today's news. Oh, really? Okay, that's great. Okay, so I think Malaysia is a wonderful place for a retirement. The Sing dollar stretched 2 to 3 times there. Just unbelievable prices. We went. I was having dinner with Dragon Tan with my family and my relatives there. 10% in this place called Beijing Low. Beijing Low. We ate one giant garupa. We ate a plate of prawn, nice hor fun, atas, oni, everything. Wonderful. Eat until want to die. Ringgit for 10%. We ate 600, just above 600. About 620 or 630 ringgit. Basically about 200 Sing. 200 Sing for 10%. That's $20. $20. Beijing Low, your all-time favorite. It's nice, right? 20 Sing. Yeah, restaurant packing. 20 Sing. In Singapore, nowadays in hawker center, I have to spend 15-20 Sing already. Yeah, so it's ridiculous, right? So it depends what you order, of course. So it's very like super stretched dollar. I cannot believe the price. Yeah. Okay. Where's the restaurant? I'll try. The restaurant is in Desa Semerang. Okay, in Ulu Tiram. I can send you. Anybody interested? Email me at luchengchuan@gmail.com. I will send you. Okay. Okay. So this is the conclusion I get now in like how you make money in Malaysia. Okay, you make money in Malaysia by enjoying a quality of life there. Okay, so in short, if you want to retire for me, I'm gonna treat it as a holiday home and maybe one day retire. Retirement doesn't mean I completely live there. Half here, half there, 3 weeks there. Sorry, 3 days here, 4 days there, 3 days there, 4 days here, that kind of thing. It's very, very safe. Very, very safe. I can get the car. I keep on a Hilux. A Hilux. The Hilux is about maybe 130,000 ringgit or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, about 130,000 ringgit now. It's walao, and the car after 10 years is still yours. To repair and service the car is very, very cheap. Yeah. Okay. The danger is only the police. That's why never encounter those. Singapore can't go government hospital. You don't want to go to a government hospital. You go to the private hospital. So someone I think was Josh Tan was asking someone who was still in Malaysia. So the comparison should be Malaysia private hospital versus Singapore government hospital as a comparison, right? So I think that's where the comparison is. Singapore cannot convert. Mr. Luke cannot convert. Local salary is much lower and cannot afford. Exactly, right? But the Malaysians are very rich. Sorry, the Malaysians are very rich. I can see that a lot of them are very rich. You don't look down on the Malaysian. Filthy rich. You'll be surprised. I was in Eco Spring there. Not just Eco Spring. In fact, I was in Austin Eco Spring. So many Porsche, Lamborghini. Mercedes is like Mercedes BM is like taxi like that. Yeah. Luckily I went in. Luckily I went in with Dragon Tan's Mercedes. Okay, if I drive my Humber, Honda, nobody's gonna open that door for me. Yeah, of course Dragon Tan got Mercedes going. Yeah, paiseh. Yes. I have no idea it's fiber ready or not. Okay, so I'm just saying that it's quite nice. Wealth disparity is bigger. Yeah, Desa Semerang. Yes. So I want to say that you make money in your investment by making sure you buy very cheap. You buy cheap, okay? And the second thing you need to do is to make sure that you stretch your dollar, right, as much as possible. So your money is not made by in Singapore, everybody try to make money through capital appreciation and rental. You will never get that in Malaysia. Nothing. Yeah, nothing. You won't get that. You won't get that. I don't think you can get that. Our problem is that our Sing dollar is going to appreciate strongly against the Malaysian ringgit. Strongly. Okay, I just show you last month, last 1 month. Last 1 month we were we went up from 3.2 something, spike all the way 3.4, then went down and go up again now 3.3 or 3.4. It's really going up. Just 1 month only. Take a look at last few years. Look at this. Walao, look at this. Okay, this is I think about 2005 or something like that till now. Look at this. So, yeah, okay, it's the Sing. It's not a problem of Malaysia. Do you know that? It's a problem of Singapore. Is that our Sing dollar is just too strong. It's not a Malaysian problem, right? A lot of Malaysians made all money through house appreciation. They do. It does appreciate. But the level of appreciation, is heavily heavily offset by our appreciation of our Sing dollar. Yeah, so that's going to be a problem, right? So for those Malaysian who works in Singapore, so they earn Singapore, spend Malaysia, I think that's the right thing. Yeah. Is it 3.35 already? I don't know. What's the latest right now? 3.35. What's the land area? The land area I think is 30 by 70 or 35 by 70 or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I yeah. Okay. So Malaysian rich. My friend owned 150 houses exactly. Now back to my point, right? So when you invest in Malaysia property, invest the wrong way. When you buy a Malaysian property, make your Singapore house stretch out. Ideally, I'm just thinking out, if you can stay in Malaysia, then you rent out a Singapore house. Your rent in Singapore house is going to fetch a fortune, right? You don't even spend everything, right? You can make some money, okay? Yes. So yes, I will show you videos of it. Another tip I want to give is that, for heaven's sake, try not to keep a garden if you can. The grass there grows super fast, super duper fast. I visited so many houses where the garden, I'll show you in the video when I finish splicing it. The gardens have so much houses that I tell Emily, who was with me, I said, let's keep some rabbits or keep some cows or goats in the garden to eat up all the grass. Yeah, just so many, so many. So I just came to realize that I do have a lot of choice. So I'm not trying to just lowball, right? I want to actually make sure that I actually get a good value out of it, because I know that you won't appreciate, right? So yeah, don't know whether I'll get deported living in Malaysia without a visa. No, you need a visa. If you're going to stay frequently. Now you may not know, but I actually have a Malaysian company. Yeah, so I can I can apply for a work permit and stay in Malaysia, so I wouldn't have the problem. But most people will have an issue. So you apply for the MM2H. There's a Sarawak one, and the Malaysia one, but that's another topic another day. Have I visited Mid Valley? I haven't visited. My son has visited. He says it's beautiful and big. Yeah, maintenance cost is very low. 100 plus ringgit a month. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, like my HDB. I think my HDB maintenance might be bigger, might be more. Okay, so yeah, so things are really different world. So very interesting concept I'm thinking of now. I'm putting in action. A lot of the YouTubers are talking about it. I'm probably the only one that is actioning about it. Okay, so most likely I will not get the house because I get offer the seller asked me to go fly kite. It's okay. Let's go and see out. That's going to be the modus operandi in the next 5 years. Rent out Singapore house, use the rental to finance lifestyle in Malaysia. Yeah, why not, right? Okay. Some people like to plant vegetable and trees. If you are staying there, yes. But if you're like going to be like me, right? First of all, I hate gardening. Okay. I hate gardening. Just cement up the whole garden. Let's see. I haven't. But there's one house I visit that is very very excited. Very keen is they have a nice. There are a few nice. They got longan tree. They got jambu tree. They got some fruit trees. That I like. Okay. Fruit tree attract a lot of bats. Oh, okay. That's the problem. Is super expensive flat a sign of progress, a badge of honor? I don't think so. No, no. I don't like Batam. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I'm actually thinking. Joy said apply for long-term MM2H. Yeah, I went to visit Estaka, very posh rental, 4.7K per month, which is 41.3. I was looking at option of renting out my Singapore condo and go and stay, but worry get deported. Then may just apply for the MM2H visa lah. Yeah, okay. Got durian tree? No, I don't think we will put durian tree. Yeah, possibility is so much. Can tell from the tone. Yeah, it's not happy. I'm very excited about it. After this video, will Austin hide a property checkup? No lah. Not everybody like old houses. Okay, so I like old houses. Okay, but if you were to look at a lot, you're gonna be smitten by Eco Spring. Smitten. It's just damn beautiful from outside. But not my type. Okay, maybe I'm a bit too old fashioned. Okay. Buy pressure washer to wash your newly cemented floor. Yeah. Okay. Is the house very hot without grass? Some people say that house is super hot without grass. My house, my HDB got no grass. It's okay. 80 ringgit for me. Oh wow, I didn't know. Okay. Yes. So Mike, where do you stay in Malaysia? Okay. So I think I'm just sharing you some concept. How about a condo? Is it okay? Buy condo, the depreciation is even worse, man. Yeah, okay, it's even worse. Even worse. So, yeah. Some people say, Mr. Lu, if you like so much landed house and things like that, why don't you buy one in Singapore? First of all, it's crazily expensive. Second of all, is that the idea is not just the house. The idea is the whole concept of Malaysian living is exciting. Just exciting. They went to see a movie. The movie ticket is nothing, right? And then yeah, Malaysia are very nice people. You are absolutely right, man. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know what? You'll be surprised. Yesterday I was at the house area. I was looking around like Swaku together with B, and Emily and this Dragon Tan. The neighbors opened up the house to welcome us, and say hello to us, tell us that this is a very nice community. Like the neighbor is selling the house for them, like that. Not like neighbor is not like, it's not next door. It is a few roads down. They saw us coming and they welcome us. I was very shocked. A few of them. Then they got people waving at us and things like that. Wow! I was like, "What? Singapore, you never get that. Never get that. This kind of warm." Okay. Yes. I live in my house for 8 years. I maybe talk to my neighbors maybe 10 times. Yeah, Singaporean don't have the kampong spirit already. Yeah, okay. What's the concept of living in Europe that you don't like? You mean me staying in Europe? Europe is damn dangerous. Yeah, damn dangerous, okay? Damn dangerous. Damn dangerous. Europe is totally hopeless. Totally hopeless. Yeah, totally hopeless. There's nothing to congratulate about. I haven't buy yet, okay? Even if I buy, there's nothing to congratulate about. You want to congratulate me when I actually move over. Yeah, so I'm having some plans, okay? So my plan is that hopefully one day I can stop this crazy traveling with B, and then my Malaysian company will fire up my Malaysian company will fire up, and then I can run the business from Malaysia as well. Yes, or rather my staff can handle the Singapore one. I can handle part of the Malaysian one. Yes, okay. So beautiful like Europe. It is, yeah, but no, I don't like it. Europe only got 4 seasons. Here rain and shine. I don't like the 4 season. It's very very cold. Nice to have a dream house there. I think it is. I think it's a beautiful house. It's I really like it. Okay, Lou has escaped to Happy Land. I'm sharing with you a potential life that almost every Singaporean can have. almost every Singaporean have. You think about it, okay? Think about it. Some of you stay in 4-room flat, 5-room flat, okay? 4-room flat, 5-room flat, or a lot of you stay in condo, big house, right? You know, by the time you move, by the time you reach 65 years old, all of you have a sum of money from CPF. Take out some of it, right? Consider that. I'm not saying all of you should do that. Buy a Malaysian house in JB or in KL, whatever your Penang, whatever your place is, you won't need to spend too much. You won't need to spend too much, okay? Then after that, whatever you want to buy, you buy in Malaysia, then you bring to Singapore if you want to, but you truly enjoy the lifestyle there. Yeah. Make more. You won't feel lonely. The people there are very, very warm and nice. Very warm and nice. Is $1 million expensive flat something proud of? That's what they'll be proud of. My kids can't afford this kind of house. Okay, I've got to pay for them, the kind of thing. Nothing to be happy about. This is not realizable wealth. Some people say, but you can move down, weight your house to a smaller house and things like that. You know how once you move to a big house, ask you to move to a small house, very difficult. Total rubbish. Won't happen. Yeah. So basically, make money in Singapore, retire in Malaysia. That's my concept. Okay. Some of you say, I can retire in Thailand, in Bangkok. Yes, I agree. That's another option as well. That's also very nice. Yeah. So can you use Malaysian company buy property less than 1 million? Yes, you can, but I'm not going to do that because my Malaysian company is a JV with some other shareholder, very complex. Mr. Lu, very nice Malaysian. The people there are unlike Singapore. I think so. Yeah. Okay. What's your ad company? Look for Access Digital. ACCSSDIGITL. Okay. Access Digital. We help our clients, big clients and small clients. Our biggest customer is the Singapore government. We help them do media advertising. Okay. I also think that the transit between Singapore and Malaysia will only improve. Okay. Now it's 3.34 Wapiang. Okay. Yes. Just came in. Singapore. Mr. Lu shared his well. Yeah. I shared. Talk about Austin Heights, but didn't manage to get. Yes. What does Mr. Lu company do? Okay, I have a few companies. But the one that my wife and I runs Premium Mall. That's an e-commerce company in Singapore. I never talk to my neighbor. Okay, but I also run Access Digital. It's a digital media advertising company. It's very high sophisticated sensing capability. Okay, they help our customers do better digital advertising. Then I've got investments in a few other companies. I have an investment. I'm a shareholder of a few an influencer marketing company called Gush Cloud. Okay, yeah, very nice company that help people, big companies do influencer marketing and things like that. I have a investment in LightPay, which is a very interesting fintech company. Yeah. So surely I'm for sure I can get a work permit in Malaysia. Okay, if I want. Haven't reached there yet. So the big debate about why not rent in Malaysia, right? I think the sense of belonging is not there. Yeah, I like to touch up the house the way I like it. I like to enjoy the house. I like something owned. The feeling is different. It's like renting a bag versus owning it. You ask any woman here, would you rent a handbag? It's available for rental. You go out the house, you go out to party or you just rent a handbag. Rent a Chanel, rent a Hermes. You try. Rent a diamond ring. Right? Just rent now. Why not, right? Okay. Will you do that? I want to hear any girls may say no way, man. Any other girls? I want to hear your opinion. Would you do that? Okay. Will you do that? I don't think so. It's the same thing. It's an emotional decision. It's not it's an emotional decision. Yeah. So that's me. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Lu can live on cruise. Don't need to cook. Then no fun. I don't like it. Yeah. SG landed house and Malaysian house are exactly the same price different. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. Okay. How rental versus buying is not always an economic question. It's a psychological question. Yeah, it's an emotional question, right? you can rent a house right now in Singapore. Why would everybody want to own a house, right? That's where you got family there, Mr. Lu. Those who don't still rent first and try. That's true. Okay, so I'm unique. Not everybody is having uniqueness, so think about it. Okay, yes. Okay, so this is my progress. Okay, I haven't bought it yet, but I know exactly what I want. I feel safe in Singapore. Okay, Singapore is extremely safe, extremely nice, beautiful place, a place I'm proud to call home. Okay, JB is a place I'm happy to go there for holiday. Okay, yes. Okay, I go for holiday, holiday home. I'm used to even more unsafe places. That's why JB wouldn't be that unsafe. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. So 看人啊，看人。Okay. Next time I go there, Kikiang Bak Kut Teh, about half an hour drive up. I know, I don't know where's Kikiang Bak Kut Teh. There's one Bak Kut Teh in Kota Tinggi. That one I used to frequent quite regularly, but it's damn far. Okay, damn far. Yep. Okay, anyway, sounds interesting. I hope you find this interesting. I know this is not a typical finance talk, but I teach you how to make money. But if you're interested, okay, then I can give you more progress. If you are not interested, then I will not talk about this journey anymore and a waste of time, okay? So I want to make sure that you are okay with it. By the way, some people say, Mr. Lu, you flaunt. You are flaunting, yeah. How lian buy Malaysia holiday house. Elderly people cannot buy. I'm not buying Singapore house. I buy Malaysian house. You know, Malaysian house. I bet you 70% of Singaporean can buy one if they really want to. Yeah, if there's nothing to flaunt about. Yeah, it's nothing to flaunt about. Okay. Yeah. So if you're interested, I'll give you more update about this progress. Okay. And so on. Okay, cool. All right, good. Okay, great. Okay, so how's stock market anyway? Yesterday Jerome Powell gave some. I thought the market is gonna have some big movement, so I was prepared to give a talk. Nothing. The whole world is damn resilient now. Right now, okay. I prefer rent apartment and secure condo. Okay, that's fine as well. That's fine as well, right? But do expect that the condo, will give you no returns. No return. But it's okay. Then you just enjoy the stay. It's cheaper also, much cheaper. 便宜到半死. Yeah, okay, much cheaper, super cheap. Yeah, that's my retirement plan also. Okay, any one of you, don't rent, buy. Yeah, when you buy Malaysian, do you have to sell HDB? No, you don't need to. Okay. But if I'm not wrong, if you have a Malaysian house, you cannot apply for BTO. But there's no chance I can get BTO. Okay, yeah. So not yeah. I $1 million flat and COD. Okay, COE. Huh? Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Good. Okay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you find this talk interesting. I will keep you posted. Okay. I will try to see whether I can present you a new lifestyle. Okay. New lifestyle new lifestyle. Okay, my future plan with Michelle: rent out whole HDB. Rent out whole HDB in Singapore. Rent a whole condo in JB. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Lu, when in your next talk, can you talk about US debt ceiling? If there's no agreement, market attack, that is true, but I don't think there will be no agreement. Yeah, there will be agreement. Okay, so there's nothing to talk about. Okay, good. Okay, good night. Okay, I'm going for my walk right now. I've done my night walk. Okay, I will post up a video of my trip to Malaysia. This time around, I shoot a lot more video. Okay, so late. No lah, I don't believe in ghosts. Yeah. Thank you, Chailin. Thanks for staying. Okay, thank you. Right. Good night, everybody. Okay, good night. Good night. Okay, I'll keep you guys posted. Okay, of my progress. Okay, good. Okay, I'm living in Europe time zone. Rent a good service to maintain the garden. That's funny. Okay, good night. Okay, good night. Really appreciate this time. Okay, really appreciate this time. Yeah, I'll show you a video once I finish cutting. It's damn xiong. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, good night, ladies and gentlemen. Good night. Okay, you can't walk like this in JB. Oh, you'll be surprised. Okay, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Some of the gated community is very safe. Okay, good night. Second time live. Kenneth. Okay, thank you for joining us. By the way, Malaysian prata is ranked number 2 in the world and in the second highest gourmet food, I think. Yeah. So, yeah. Good night. Good night, everybody. Really appreciate this. Okay. Good night. Good night.